I don't know. Cool. All right, Roger Hughes,
Here.
Don Stewart.
Here. Before we start. Since we missed the first part, I'm calling the July 21st. North Burnaby Utility Service Board meeting to order at this time. Please call the roll.
Roger Hughes,
Here.
Don Stewart,
Here.
Carrie Thompson,
Here.
Lindsay Morris, Matt Herb.
At this time, I have a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Don makes a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any additions, corrections, questions? All in favor? 4-0. We have no public comment. Stormwater.
Did have a little bit. Smoke came and went on outside, it's still. You quit discharging late afternoon, so. I don't know how much. How we ran through it. So, no, that's still issues. Quit discharge. You complaining about that. Just really good questions from me on.
Then for Russell on stormwater. Good.
Collection system. We did have some damage at Southwest Lift Station. It took out one VFD and one lightning arrestor. We're trying to surf basin surge block that kind of kept some power out of control. So took out that and VFD. Really don't know the cost yet.
Is that the one we're getting ready to redo? Is that the one we're getting ready to redo? That's what I thought.
So I'll have it back going tomorrow. Kind of looking through right now, down there with 2 pumps. I'll have numbers for, it's probably not going to be worth trying to get into our insurance because we have such a high deductible. Deductibles $15,000 or something for that. So I don't anticipate it comes down. Do you have a budgetary quote on the new pump to put down there? $7,455. It's just for the pump. It's a big pump, it's 245 horsepower pump. So it's, we had that pump down there right now, we'll be working on one VFD deal. I'll probably have an official quote at the next meeting because we'll order this thing tomorrow, it's still 25%. We'll probably quote some of the money will come out of next year's budget. There's probably better suited to get all the parts in and go on and get the Y in and the valves and all that stuff.
Also, could you speak up a little bit? Sue says she can't hear you.
Okay.
The microphone on.
we should try to rest them. Okay, we're good to go. Is that better, Sid?
Yes.
I don't have anything else on. Wastewater, a little on flow, it's been normal stuff, almost nothing out of ordinary. Trying to keep up with the grass, little short. Anything else on? I should get some.
Okay, does anybody have any questions or comments for Russell? Okay, Will?
Water distribution, just a reminder that this Sunday, the 27th, is when we start our summer flushing. Again, I've allocated 2 weeks, but it should only take us a week. Last Thursday, 4 of my employees started their quick prep for their exam. By the end of it, that I'll have 2 more licensed distribution operators and 2 more licensed plant operators.
When did you say that would happen?
After classes, so the class started last week and they run for more 8 weeks.
Okay.
So end of mid to end of September is the end of the classes. Moving on from there, last Thursday, Russell and I met with the Lockmuller group. We discussed and start on an asset management plan for the water department. They're currently working on putting together a proposal for us. So once they get that to us, to me, I'll bring it to you for motion to proceed or not proceed. It will be fairly costly. Again, $50,000 ish, so around there.
But it's something we're gonna have to have.
Well, it is becoming a requirement within the next permitting cycle renewal. So it's one of those things that it's a state requirement.
Yeah.
Move on from that, plants running fine. I've got Optimirly to report there. Really all I've got from you guys, love you guys, you got something for me.
Okay, any questions or comments for Will?
Guys, love you guys, you got something for me.
Questions or comments?
Third one on. Technical difficulties now. The system.
All right, at this time, I have claims for the wastewater sewer department for $147,194.11. May I have a motion to approve this group of claims?
I'll make it.
Roger makes a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Don seconds. Discussion, questions? All in favor? Motion carries 4-0. Also have for the water department claims in the amount of $30,774.58. May I have a motion to approve those claims?
I'll make a motion.
Don makes a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Lindsay seconds. Questions, comments? All in favor? 4-0. Okay, Kara.
Okay,
Pretty sure.
so as you know, Mackenzie and I went to the cloud mill in Columbia City last Monday. Gave us a lot of information. They also emailed us a quote today. I put together a PowerPoint presentation that I would like to go over with the benefits of the Lowe's cloud system. So why make the switch? Real-time integrated payments, the cloud's more secure, automatic updates, user-friendly. less stored on-site paperwork, ongoing access to history, full remote access, and customer room. So in-office payments. Voice Cloud will provide us a card reader with tap to pay abilities. Real-time payments will allow the office to see a customer payment as soon as it is made online. No more payment amount limits, customers will be able to pay their bill in full without processing multiple payments. So example on that one, let's use like Highlights. The big factories, if they pay online, their bill's $2,000, they can only pay $500 at a time currently with Invoice Cloud. With Voice Cloud, they will be able to process their full payment one time. More secure. Cloud-based software is more secure than server-based software because it benefits from continuous security updates, advanced threat detection, and professional monitoring by dedicated security teams. Automatic updates. Updates on the system will happen twice a month on weekends for seamless performance and minimal disruption. So right now, what happens is Voice will send an update for key utility. And I have to do it to every single computer in the office. We have to restart the computer, we have to process it manually. So then that shuts that person down from working for a good 5-10 minutes. With the cloud, it'll just update on weekends. And we won't even know until the new feature is there. User friendly. So not only for us user friendly, it's also user friendly for the customer, and we'll get to that. The high load report will be easier to view and less difficult to go through. Once the reads are input into the billing system, it will automatically run an unusual consumption report and show us every customer that has an unusual consumption. Right now, we print off, I think there were 37 pages this month with maybe 10 people on each page that we have to set and go through. This system will do that for us. No more manually adding non-payment fees for disconnection date. We will run a report and click add fees. Basically, at the end of the day, on non-payment day, we print out an Excel sheet of everyone who's on the disconnection list. And I split it up 3 ways and we manually add the $50 fee to each account. This will just click add fees and it'll be there. Year-end processing will be faster and less time consuming. Data is backed up every 20 minutes, so if we have a power outage and we're right in the middle of something, it will be backed up. This system comes with a dashboard that you can personalize. So therefore I will have my own, Mackenzie will personalize hers, Taylor will do hers. There will be shortcuts, favorites, activity, to-do lists, notifications, alerts, reminders, message board. It'll show us all of the age trial balances, current 30-day, 60-day, and 90-day past due amounts. What I really like about the notification and alerts, so we all have things that we have to do every single month, and we can put that on our dashboard for it to remind us. And it'll just pop up and tell us that we have to do that. Integrated work order system and an ongoing work order status. Will have a username and password, and he will be able to access the cloud from the water plant. And he'll be able to look at the work orders, update them as they come in. No more paper. Ongoing meter deposit records. Rate changes will be entered into the system by us. We can input future rate tables and the system will automatically update when that rate goes into effect. So right now our rate, we do it by 5 years. Every year I have to send the same ordinance to key utility. Even though it's not changed, because they have to have it every single year to do the rate change. I'll just put it in year 1 for the next 5 years, the system will automatically update the rates. Payment plan accounts will no longer need to be open. This can be added to the customer's current account. This will also eliminate the need to print 2 bills for customers with payment plans. Example on that would be, we have a customer on 350 North that we paid for her sewer to be put in. We were sending her 2 bills. She was throwing away the other one. Because she thought, well, they're just sending me 2 by mistake. With this new software, it will be on one, so it'll say usage. Payment arrangement amount, and it'll be a combined amount. She'll get online, pay her payment, and that'll be that. Final accounts are processed daily and as needed. Ability to reprint bill if account is needed to be adjusted. Adjustments are live and updated in real time, therefore all water loss reports are updated for gallons billed for that month. This is very important. Right now, when we do an adjustment on a person's account, we cannot adjust on the reporting side, the gallons. So then when Will needs his report for the water loss audit, I don't have accurate information to give him. I think it was Hilex or Rose Acres last year that we billed.
It's Highlights last year.
Okay,
Yeah, Rose Acres was 3 or 4 years ago.
that's right. So Hilex, we billed them millions of gallons too many. And it was caught, but after bills were already updated. So I made the adjustment, reprinted the water loss audit, and it's still saying that we billed this customer over 1 million gallons when we didn't. With Voice Cloud, it will allow you to change that. We also have less stored on-site paperwork. Everything is backed up and stored on the cloud. Anybody have any questions? Am I going too fast? No? Okay. Customer friendly. Customers will have group bills, one bill for multiple addresses / accounts with the same account owner. So if you own 10 rentals and you pay those bills, you will get them all on one bill. Right now, we send said customer 10 different bills. Customers will be able to update their mailing address online, and the payments, which we went over this, customers' payments will be updated automatically. Other great features, we've got end of day paperwork will be eliminated. No more merging payments at the end of the day. Voice Cloud has integrated Microsoft Word, allowing letters to be created from individual accounts as needed. An example on that one is if somebody writes us a bad check, we'll just go into their account and click an SF letter, and it'll populate and generate a letter for us to mail to that customer. Multiple employees can view an account at the same time, allowing easier customer problem solving. If Mackenzie has someone in front of her and
No,
they have an issue on their account and she's looking at it and she needs me to look at it, I can't look at it from my office. Because only one person can be in that account at one time, so. With this new system, we can all look at an account at once.
that one big tree.
So- While we were up in Columbia City, Charlie was actually having a phone call with Brian DeWitt, who is over our region for voice.
Okay.
And the clerk's office is converting to voice fund. Because they have voice fund and payroll, where we have voice utility piece. So when we get those systems, our systems will talk to each other. So if they're needing a report in the clerk's office for the deposit, I will have to print off 5 or 6 papers to give to the clerk's office for them to be able to balance the rest. It will all just be merged together. Last Monday, when Mackenzie and I got back from our long journey to Columbia City, we started watching the YouTube of the council meeting. And it just so happened to be at the exact same time that Charlie was telling city council about his phone call with Brian DeWitt with voice. And Charlie said, this voice cloud system is short of awesome. It is really, really good. At the end of, after the new payroll system is done, that will be the next project.
There you go.
Quoted.
So,
There.
quoted, right there. Now, this is the one you guys really, this is the one that really is the important one, right? All that other stuff is just important to the girls in the office. The cost is important to you. So currently for key utility and cash register, yearly we pay $6,805. For invoice cloud, this year so far, 3-month average, $3,970. Billed so far this year that we've paid invoice cloud, $23,965.50. So if you look at 2024, for invoice cloud, we paid $45,314. For Keystone, key utility cash register, we paid $6,805. So total paid in 2024 for both billing software and payment software, $52,119. So you guys wanna know what it's gonna cost to run the cloud? Annual subscription, $9,755.
Eliminating invoice cloud altogether.
We will not have invoice cloud. Invoice cloud is a third party that we will get rid of.
Do you have,
Because
do you have that first fee too? That first, what was the first fee on there?
the 6,000.
Yeah.
That's,
That will be within that.
yes, because we won't have key util, and
Yeah.
we won't have the register.
Yeah,
It'll all be cloud based and we won't have Keystone anymore, we'll have voice Keystone, we'll have voice cloud. So we can pass out
Probably,
what they had sent to us today. And if you notice on the first page, for an early adapter discount, they are not going to charge us the $9,800 to move the information from key to the cloud. Which I think is, I mean, that's almost $10,000 right there. Page. Yeah, page 4. You'll see the cost totals, so it's total for the startup, $19,555. And that is with training days, they come down, they train us, that is with them merging all of the data from one system to another. Russell, I know you just stepped out, but did you see what our cost is for this cloud system
someone could do it.
a year versus 52,000?
So that's all we'll pay
That is all we will pay
after the initial setup.
after the initial setup. The initial setup with the first year is $19,555. Now, this, I will say this is
Higher than what it could be.
yes, he did tell us on the phone that he did quote us higher than what it could be. If we just need 1 day of training, then we're only charged for 1 day of training instead of 3. Is it page 3?
It kind of gets me, they're charging us to train you on a system that we're buying from them. You think the training would be included in the cost of the service.
Well, they have to come down from where.
Yeah, they have to come down from where they're at and stay and I mean. I was not here when they decided to do Keystone, but I do know that after the fact. They paid a ridiculous amount of money for someone to come down and train on Keystone. Then about 2 years later, when I became office manager, Russell sent myself and one of my employees up to Daleville to do more training, and we paid a couple $1,000 for that too, so. I mean, I don't know, I mean, I don't know, 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 It doesn't surprise me that we're being charged for training.
But he also said we shouldn't need the 7 days.
No, we shouldn't need the 7 days of training. I would not. I would not say that we were going to do 7 days of training. 3, maybe 7.
How does it affect the customer being able to pay online?
So you will not sign in with Invoice Cloud anymore, you will sign in with Voice Cloud. And from what we understand, they will merge all of the information from Invoice Cloud to Voice. They will send a customer notification saying you need to sign up with the username and password. And then it'll be. right.
They will be responsible for notifying the customers.
If they will send out the letters,
They said they will send the letters out,
because it'll all be integrated into their voicemail as well.
yes.
Was. When we went to Keystone. And we didn't pay for the merging. It was a freaking disaster.
They're waiving
We
the
were
merging.
like 3 years of still dealing with problems and how things were entered in to the Keystone software.
Russell, I don't know if you heard, but they are waiving the merging fee. Which was $9,800. Since if and when we go and decide on this, we will get an early adapter discount if we sign up early.
And whatever it costs for the Virgin, we should do it, because.
It's
I
not-
know what it was last time.
How many years ago was that, yeah?
So I started with the utilities office July of 2016, August of 2016, we were live with voicemail. I ran on the AS 400, or not voicemail, Keystone, I ran on the AS 400 for 1 month.
No, I can see what you're saying, Russell. What wrinkles me though is we're paying them for this service. We're buying this utility from them. And we have to pay them to come down and train us to operate it. It seems to me that should be included in the cost of what we're paying them for that utility.
I think that's how
Maybe
they,
I'm wrong.
well, I think that's how they kind of like combine it. If it's anything like when we buy textbooks, like we'll buy the whole like program. And they're like, well, we're gonna send 5 days people to come and train you guys on the textbooks. And we're like, we don't need it. And they're like, well, you've already paid for it. But we don't want it, like, we don't need it. So they're like, but you've already paid for it. It's already, so I feel like no matter what, they're gonna charge you for that fee to start it, I guess. I think it's how they probably get you more money, yeah, and walked
You
in.
had to pay for them to come down and train you on the Vector. Even though you bought like, how much was that Vector?
3 something.
75,000.
Okay, so I mean, 375,000 and you still have to pay them to train you.
They have a school in Chicago or outside of Chicago. I had to pay to send Gary and Kelly to that school. I don't know that it's this day and age, I really don't know that it's out of the ordinary. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't know that it's out of the ordinary.
I'm sure that we could go to them and they could train us, but that's in Michigan. So then you're paying me mileage, you're paying us our hourly rate.
I understand all of that. And it's better to train on our system rather than using a dummy system up there.
Well, it wouldn't be because it's cloud-based, so I could sign into Voice Cloud at your house, and then I could go to Lindsay's house. And then to
I mean, what it sounds like is in 2016, you guys made that jump. That like, that was our next step, and this is clearly the next step in technology. I mean, everybody's on the cloud.
Yeah.
And it's way more accessible, and it's, I mean,
They updated Keystone.
No, they're done.
Yeah.
They told us.
because,
Yes,
yeah,
End of the life of the software, if there's a bug in it, they're not gonna fix it.
Yeah.
They're not gonna pour any more money into.
They're not
the-
making us switch,
They're not making you switch,
but it will happen eventually.
it will happen eventually, they said it could be 10 years from now,
it's not gonna be 10 years from now.
however.
I mean, AI is gonna take over in 10
Right.
before that happens.
Well, and they said that, they're just gonna stop pouring money into.
But I think it is I think to be knowledgeable that you are paying by the training, so like if you could get everything you could. Knowing like, well, let's try not to get another day of training. I mean, that is kind of nice that they're letting you do that instead of charging you for the 7 days of training no matter what, so just being more, get the use out of what you can.
Right, and if it ends up being 5 days of training. And we get going and in 3 months, we're like, oh no, I don't remember, we can call. We can call them, they can remote into our PC and help us.
Mhm.
The support will still be there, we have support through Keystone. We call, we talk to someone in Indiana that, helps us, walks us through any issue, so the support will still be there. But like I said, I don't know if we'll use the entire 7 days. But if we can pack in as much as we can in those few
The
days.
thing about it is, I guess I would have a bigger large fund and for the training, we weren't going to be saving money. They're going to save it versus what we're paying for that.
It sounds way too good to be true.
Yeah.
So
Like-
the savings versus last year. If we were to pay the 9,755 versus the 52,000, you say $42,364.
It's insane.
That's a salary.
That's
I mean, that's,
What you're also saying is, most of it's not on there, you're not mentioned, is we're saving a lot, a fair amount. I won't say a lot, but a fair amount in an IT guy coming up from Madison whenever there's an update.
yes,
Almost always whenever there's an update, Keystone, he has to come in and troubleshoot the PCs here in the office.
yes,
And you're paying for that.
yes,
And
and he's,
mileage from when he starts in Madison until he gets up there and
Yes.
it's back home.
Another thing that you're saying is, when it comes time to do the water loss on it, part that Sue has to do, she'll be able just to go in and
Yes.
get it without. You have to print it out and send it to her, or email it to her.
Those are
Same thing with your
savings,
standpoint.
also savings from having a server here.
yes. Also, sometimes along with the IT guy that has to come, if our power goes out or if there is a power surge. Every time that happens, we have to call IT and we're down, we can't do anything in the office until he gets there, and if he is. On the other side of Jeffersonville, we have to wait, we're at his beck and call.
The one good thing about being cloud is that there will be no server.
There will be no server, there will be no. Us not being able to operate because the server's down.
Mhm.
And now, the way I understand it, Will's gonna be able to see water losses, right, instantly on this.
So every 2 years with the water loss audit that I'm required to do, and it's. This, the simplest way to explain it is I come a certain amount, they bill a certain amount, and whatever is. The difference is our loss. And that's a report that I have to submit to the state every 2 years. This will give us near immediate access to that. It won't be live, it will be daily, but we can prompt it to generate the report and it will give it to us.
Oh, we're accurate at that.
With a lot
Yes.
more accurate data.
Well, I know we're updating our system to this new on GPS stuff now. And I assume everything's gonna incorporate with this easily.
The Camstrup's not easily, I mean, it is already already adapted and incorporated now, it's just. It's an additional step that I do see, with the rising percentage of Camstrup taking over the market. There will probably be full automation within the next couple of years,
I see that as well.
but not currently, there's not full.
Okay, well, I was concerned about what's gonna happen with Will in his department as much as in your department.
Won't be much of a change at all currently.
Okay,
If anything, change for the better.
Yeah.
I talked to Brian DeWitt today. And this quote is for. The 3 office. Workers to be on the system. Plus 2 more, so that would be Will and Sue. So we'll have a total of 5 users. Now, along down the road, if Russell decides he wants to get on there and. Push some buttons, then we can allow him to have access.
Yes.
Another thing that they did mention. I don't have to give full access to Will. If I only want Will to look at the water loss work orders, that is all he has access to. If I want him to have full access, he can have full access.
Most of I've been walking, work.
Yes, and I think that's a beneficial for your department too, because you guys don't always see your emails come through. We email work order. This will just pop right up. So.
No, I don't misunderstand me. I see the benefits of the program. I've got to play devil's advocate. I have to bring these things up. Another concern I have is with all of the different programs that we have tried in the last 6, 7 years that have failed, is what the ease and portability and the convenience is going to be for the customer. I don't want to get that feeling out there that, oh my God, here they go, they're changing the system again. We got to do this, we're gonna have to do that. You know, it needs to be as seamless as possible for the consumer. You know,
Absolutely.
we don't want to go through the fiasco that we've done in the past.
Those other ones that we've done and failed at in the past, they weren't integrated with our billing software.
I understand that.
If this was something that was another third party, I would be more not leaning toward doing it, but since this is incorporated into our billing software. And they're going to help us put things out there to the customer.
And I can also see a huge benefit where our office will have direct communication with the clerk treasurer's office. Hopefully it will eliminate some of the back and forth that's going on now that is unnecessary.
I hope so.
So I think it's a big system.
Yeah.
It's big that your financial officer, Charlie, has kind of, he's looked at this stuff.
Mhm.
And he's on board with it, so it's not like that we're doing something that his office, or at least he, let me restate that, at least he's on board with, I don't know about the rest of his office, but he is.
So since like I'm a paying customer, when that all switches over, do I go back in and have to re-sign back up, or it's just gonna merge itself?
It's gonna merge itself, now you still have to go in and submit a username and password. And the reason you're gonna have to do that, because right now, key util is an account number based. This is customer based, so say you have your house. And then you have 5 rentals. Currently, you have to sign into.
So they're gonna sign in and get all those people underneath their name. How many
Yes.
people do you probably have on there right now that are doing automatic pay?
Oh,
50%.
Yeah, is it more?
We have more like automatic payment in off on our like Keystone
45,000 a month
probably.
automatic payments in office through our Keystone. I would say maybe
13, 14.
13, maybe 20,000.
Cause I just think of like what Terry's saying, like people are just gonna lose their fucking mind, they're gonna lose their mind. And it's not that big of a deal, but to a lot of people, it just is.
Unfortunately.
I know,
sucks, but-
yeah,
But I know that. And I think that most people who process automatic payments. They know.
they're
that-
fine with it, but are most people will still pay in, check?
Absolutely.
Like you're still gonna have
Yes.
your same people who do
Yes.
that.
One thing will go away that we have now. Right now, we have a phone line through Invoice Cloud that customers call, make a payment over the phone.
Mm.
That will go away. We will go back to taking all phone payments in office. So,
And how many of those people are we
a
talking about?
lot.
And so they're gonna be eliminated.
No, they'll just actually answer it,
They'll just talk to me.
yeah.
They'll hear
And
me.
then you enter it into.
And then I will go to the cloud, pull them up and
Enter it.
take the payment.
Okay,
Right now, they listen to an automated, press 1 to pay your bill, press 2, all of that. So. Huh? Just hit two. Yeah. So that will be eliminated, so we will be taking more payments in office over the phone.
Mhm.
We'll could take some payments too if you wanted to at the plant.
Now, on the one, when they do it now, is that 24 hours a day or is it just office hours?
The automated line is 24.
Saying we're gonna eliminate that. 24-hour service. Some people.
I wish I could tell you how many people pay after 4 o'clock on the phone, I don't know, I don't have those numbers in front of me.
I bet it'd be just as high as the one that pay in the office hours.
Maybe.
Never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that maybe wouldn't have access to be able to do it until after
Right.
that time.
Well, and
5:30, 6 o'clock.
Those people then can get
Allowed to make personal calls.
the app.
Well, and let's be honest, the people that are calling and making phone calls after hours when we're gone are mostly younger kids. And like people my generation, it's just as easy to get on your phone, but Invoice Cloud doesn't have an app. So they can't download it on their phone like Duke does. Duke has an app, you get in, pay your bill, you're done.
But this will have an app.
This will have an app that you can download on your phone.
It might not be right now, but they're working on it.
It's an offer.
But
Okay.
this system wouldn't go live until January of next year, like we wouldn't even be able to get access to it until then. But we have to let them know that we do want it, or it'll be pushed farther and farther and farther back. Because they can only do one city at a time.
Okay, so
The next thing you'll need is a motion for them. To start your process of getting us into this.
thank you, Russell.
Sue, are you out there?
And does it go to city council? No, we would just make it final.
Yes, I am.
Do you have any questions or input or any comments?
That's what I was gonna say. Still.
The only comment I have is whatever we do it the way that they recommend that we do it as far as training and everything else, because I was involved after the fact when we went to Keystone to begin with. And because we did not do their setup the way that they recommend is what caused all of our issues. So if you work with them through the system, we will have a much better outcome than we did. But it's the way it's going to go. And the big plus in my mind is the internal control issue and the fact that clerk treasurer's office will have access to download, and we check that box off on our financial statement audits then on a going forward basis, because we can't do, it's only what's in the system. Somebody's going to have to, and somebody always can circumvent the system, but it's going to take a very, very savvy technical person to do so. And that's, I mean, it's the way it's coming. Everything is going that way. I have seen where there was a bill introduced that, I guess it was by Fetterman, about if you are a retail establishment, you have to accept cash. But a lot of places, it surprises me. You walk in and, oh no, you can't pay with cash. You have to use a card. So, or you use your app or whatever. So it's passing us by, but the way it was, but I think internal control wise, accounting wise, I think this is, and especially with the water loss audit, how it goes and the information we get, being able to make the adjustments to the consumption, whereas I know we can't possibly pick up 100% of the changes that we've made in the past. You know, we picked it up in the dollar amount, but not in the consumption, and that has added to the water loss. So that on a going forward basis, that will be a big, big help for every 2-year reports that we are required to make.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Anything else on this subject?
Thank you, Sue.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
They're delayed. I think we're good.
at this time, I need a motion to move forward with voice cloud or to table it until the next meeting.
I'll make a motion that we proceed with fourth flood.
Okay, Don makes a motion to proceed. Do we have a second?
I'll second. Okay, go
Lindsay
ahead.
seconds. Any further discussion, comments, questions? All in favor? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay, well, do you have anything else, Kara?
No.
Okay, Sue, do you have anything else for us?
I just wanted to bring your attention. I will have at your next meeting, because I will have it for Will and Kara too, is House Enrollment Act. Here we go, 1477 dealt with mobile home communities and manufactured homes. And a big part of it was when you have a community that is 1 meter serving water or sewer to a mobile home, a manufactured home community, there's going to be a lot of hoops we have to jump through, more so than before, to be able to turn them off, to shut off their service. And the one thing is it's going to involve the Indiana Department of Health. So I'm busy wading through it to try, and then also to see if any other of our organizations that we belong to, like the Alliance of Indiana Rural Water or anything, has any verbiage on it. Will, I haven't seen anything yet from the Alliance, but that doesn't mean it's not out there. But I'll have more on that the next time. Like I said, I'm wading through it. And that's it.
Okay, anything? All right, thank you, Sue. City Council,
Thank you.
unfinished business. New business. Last item on the agenda.
I make a motion to
Lindsay makes a
adjourn.
motion to adjourn. I'll second. All in favor? Thank you, everybody, for a good meeting.